Staying in the United States, obviously crime is a massive issue, particularly in Democrat-run cities. And so Donald Trump sent the National Guard into Washington. He's threatening to send the National Guard into Chicago as well. And the Democrats have just gone completely insane over this, saying that Trump was preparing for a military occupation of the United States. Now Democrats are saying Trump is preparing to put into detention camps all black people right across America. Have a listen.
We believe that the National Guard and the military occupation is the first step into rounding black people up and putting them in detainment camps here in Washington, D.C. and around the United States of America.
Seriously, not even Forrest Gump would believe that Trump is preparing to detain all black people, all black criminals, no doubt, and white ones as well. But all black people, no one is buying that. But the Democrats keep playing this race card. And the irony is that it's typically black people in Democrat cities who are the victims of crime and who suffer the most because of it. CNN tried to bait a black woman and get her to oppose Trump's intervention, but she was having none of it.
I think that the governor as well as the mayor should be on board with it just so we can get a bit more of security in Chicago the way that we need.
The crime has dropped since 2024. Do you feel like the city feels safer?
No, not at all.
Imagine if the Democrats were as passionate about law-abiding citizens as they are about criminals, Freya. America would be a very different country.
And this is the thing, as you said, it's working class people from minority backgrounds, especially black African Americans, that tend to be the biggest victims. Black on black violence is what is causing the most harm in American cities. You said this last night, James. Chicago has a murder rate that is double that of Islamabad, Pakistan. I mean, for a US city to have such a high murder rate is an embarrassment on the United States. And I think this whole idea that the Democrats think opposing law and order is somehow a way that they're going to win votes. Law and order is generally the most popular, most bipartisan. Everyone can get around that because at the end of the day, your number one priority as a human being is self-preservation and the survival of your family. And if it's at that point in Chicago where people on the streets are saying, I don't feel safe to go out at night, of course you're going to support the National Guard coming in to help the clearly, utterly incompetent police. So I don't get what the Democrats think they're achieving here.
Well, aren't they sort of telling on themselves at this point? I mean, yeah. if you're suggesting that sending in the National Guard to fix crime in the capital is the precursor to rounding up black people and putting them in internment camps, are you not kind of suggesting that they're dealing with black crime and that's what the major issue is here? And that's not to cast aspersions on black people. It's just statistically a fact that a large amount of crime in the United States is committed by black people. And as you say, Freya, a lot of it is black on black crime, right? That's the issue we're dealing with here. It's not a racist thing to say it. It's simply the truth. If you look at the crime statistics, it is simply the truth. So to say, oh, well, they're coming to get you, they're not coming to get you. They simply want to deal with the issue.
The other thing about weaponising race, as that Democrat man that we showed was doing, is that you're creating a very dangerous situation because essentially you're creating incitement when you start to say this is all about rounding up black people and putting them in detainment. That's not a political slogan. You're inciting people to rise up.